Hello, I am back for just a little bit longer because I just found out that 3/4 of my last stream did not have my audio of my mic. So, what a waste. So, let me just quickly run down the progress of Bloodshed Deathgame, your favorite game in the whole world. As you can see, I am in the midst of creating this full level. And what I'm trying to do here is make a very difficult level for people that are hardcore gamers. So when they come to my booth at the Hauntcade at Rocky Mountain Pinball Showdown in October of 2022, that they are not able to get past this entire thing. So it's been my challenge to make a game that is difficult, has enough point variety, and is also littered with amazement. So people want to play, right? Oh, that's weird. Whatever. I might be having some altitude issues here. But anyways, I wanted to show where I was at because it was sad that I had no audio. This game is a game that I've been working on for the last week, off and on, not non-stop. But I am at this phase where I have been able to get a joystick to work. I'm going to be disassembling this joystick. And my goal is to make it so you have one player, you get one try to get through this level. At the end of the level, or when your player dies, it goes to a tally screen, and then it's the next person's turn. So there's a couple things that I have to do in regards to that, that revolve around the player's health, revolves around how this all is going to come together. There's this health, damage, and death microchip. And what I want to do is in this death animation timeline, I want to put at the end, because it plays through this, I want it to play through here and then go to a final screen with the final tally of your score. So my goal is to do that. I'm not going to do that live on this stream because it would be too annoying to watch me do this. So my primary goal on these streams is just to finish up my level design. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm just working on level design for the time being, trying to make this thing like function properly and have the variety and have the challenge. And here at the end, I want it to be really crazy and difficult. So you come through here and it's like, whoa, it's impossible. So when these hardcore players, because there's going to be hardcore gamers at the Rocky Mountain Pinball Showdown, and they're going to be able to beat almost anything. That's just the way it is. So I want to make it so they can't even beat this game, and they're going to be frustrated. But the goal is that if you do beat it, you get an amazing prize. And who doesn't want a big, cool, crazy prize, right? So I'm just at the end phase here of just populating my map. and making it the impossible challenge. Do you want a prize? You deserve a prize because you said that this was cool on that last on the last go through of playing this, even though you couldn't hear me talking. But now you can. Now you can hear me. I didn't want to end the night with this empty void of a tutorial. I'm trying to like sort of give a tutorial on game design. Since you and I used to make games all the time, and we still do. And it's a fun time to make games. It's the best time to make games. And I love that in Dreams you can make a game and not have to be bogged down by technical problems. Because I could have been struggling really hard just getting Unity and Unreal to work with my game controls and my concept. But now I can just build the concept pretty easily and have a prototype. And I'm excited because I want to get this game in my game cabinet. So I have an arcade cabinet that you know of and some people might not know of, that is based upon the same design aesthetic of red, black, and white. You're inside of a scary monster or something, and this is the innards. And you just got to get through the innards of this scary monster and collect crazy points. One thing I'd like to do, once I get the framework of the game in place, is add maybe some bloody textures. You know, these rotating blocks are fun. Like you said on the last stream, they're supposed to be like cholesterol or something within the body of this creature. So I'd like to kind of represent that a little bit more. Maybe I'll paint them. Since they're a library object, once I paint one, it should paint all of them. Oh! Work out some of the little bugs. There's just really one bug, that's amazing, considering how many bugs can present themselves in the development of any game. And that is that there's a power-up that just randomly shows up. I don't know why, but it does. Oh! That's not fair. If I can't get past my own level, like, what am I thinking? One thing that you might want to consider if you're making a game is add in some sort of Easter egg that allows you to become invincible. So when you're testing your game out, you don't have to worry about whether or not you're good enough to get through it every single time. Especially if you're building a bullet hell crazy game like this kind of thing. Which this isn't too bullet helly. I mean, I've played games that are way more bullet hell than this. But my goal is, by the end of it, I want it to be so freaking hard that it's almost the same as a bullet helly game. Oh! Isn't that lovely? I also kind of take in account, there's that crazy, up in the right corner, there was that random power-up that just randomly shows up somewhere. I don't know why. So stupid. Oh. Okay. I love the lighting effects in this game too. Like, the rendering engine's pretty nice for a game of this kind. My inspiration is Super Cobra meets Sinistar. I want to add in a mining component. We'll see if I can do it. If I can't on this first go, if I can't on this first go, hopefully I can on the second iteration of this game. Oh, good. So that works. See, I had it at the right level. That's why I exploded. That's the very end. So I made it to the very end. So if I can make it to the very end, there is a good chance that somebody else is definitely going to be able to do it by the end of a weekend. So what I'll have to do is continue this level even further, add more impossible components, and make it so it is impossible. I really wanted to make this like pathway get so small that it's like so hard to get through it. That's my Super Cobra reference, because Super Cobra has like these moments that are so hard to get through. So if I can do something where it's like you take this, oops, press L1, R2, let go of L1. That's how you do it. If I can do this thing where I make it even smaller, might have to just, for the time being, get rid of that one. Make sure. I might have to add some more walls too, some boundaries. Through this little passageway of death, I'll just add in some scary stuff that makes it even harder. One thing I was pointing out that you couldn't see here in the last one is the graphics memory. Since I made all these library objects, when they repeat, it doesn't add to the graphics memory, so that's nice. So I can make this level super huge if I wanted to. I know there's constraints. Oh yeah, I could put some enemies in here. I could put, there's some other enemy types I was thinking about that would be really difficult to put in there that like kind of explode a bunch of bullets out from all angles. It'd be pretty fun. You going through the intestines or something here at the very end. You're like in the body of the scary death chamber. And I was also thinking, since my graphics memory has been hovering at 52% because I'm just reusing assets, that I'll be able to add some new graphics at the end. So it really like gives you this beautiful purpose to get to the end to see those things, and somebody will see them and go, oh my god, look what I saw. I saw something that nobody else saw. Because you want those kind of moments in a game. I didn't see what you said. Sorry. Something about Dawn said something. I'm on a PlayStation 5, so I'm not on my normal Twitch platform, so I can't really interact like I normally do, because the PlayStation 5 does not interact very well with my streaming setup. But it's scary. So, for those of you wondering, this is supposed to be like an organic interior of some creature or something of the sort. So let's test it again, okay, just so you can get a vibe. I'm very excited that the joystick works. That took me a little bit of time to get working this week. But I had the joystick. It works. It's functional. Ow! It's a Quanba... What is it called? I can't remember. It's a Quanba... Can't even read it on this stupid thing. I don't know what the heck it is. Quamba Drone. That's the joystick I'm going to be using. And I'm excited that it's going to work because it does now. So it's beautiful. I had to add some extra code in to make that happen. I know. I'm glad it works too, because that takes out one step that I was kind of concerned about. Oh my gosh. And I also know I can take that apart and put it into the arcade cabinet. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming and checking out what I'm doing here. This is for an event coming up. Rocky Mountain Pinball Showdown in Denver, Colorado, October 21st. I was going to just bring my arcade cabinet and have Super Cobra in there, but I was like, I gotta do this right. I gotta finish this game that I've been having in my mind. Oh! Anyways, let's go back to the edit mode, rewind, and check it out now. The hovering of elements in this game is the only gripe I have. But for those of you that want to make your own game, there couldn't be a better tool. I was a Flash game developer for the longest time, and I can say this is even better than using Flash, because there's so much more you can do with it. And the rendering engine's nice, and it's easy to modify things. And it's easy to make it do what you want to do without having to, like, really become like a mathematician. Oh, good. So I have this Super Cobra vibe, right? Where you're collecting stuff. It's really hard. You're just an auto-scroller. So you have a set amount of time. There's no way that you're going to be able to pause and collect a bunch of stuff. You got to just keep going. The next element I'm going to be adding, and I hope I add in this iteration of the game, is a component of Sinistar where you're mining to get things. So I want to have like these kinds of guys that you hit them and they release objects that you pick up. And after you have a certain amount of them, they will blow up certain enemies. So that's kind of one of the big goals for me, is combining those two kinds of games. I don't know if I've ever really seen a game that's like Sinistar meets Super Cobra, so I thought that'd be kind of fun. But I need to finish the level, and that's where I'm going to be focusing my energies in the next few days, is just getting this level done. I wanted to give you an overview of what it's looking like, how it's functioning, and to show that it is possible to make a game in just a few days, because the basic framework of this game was created in 2 days, and then now I'm just kind of making it a fun little contraption and giving it the love that it needs to make it really fully work. So I'm going to save right here just because I need to stop for now. Thanks for joining me in this fun adventure. Let's save it. Let's do a quick save. Bloodshed Deathgame is the name of it. It will be on the Dreams network probably after I do my show, because I don't want to give it away yet. But definitely keep on my channel and subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel and check out all the Bloodshed Death Bath stuff going on. We do games, we do horror movies, we do weird interactive installations, all sorts of stuff. It's just a fun time for everybody. And I appreciate you being here with me. And let's just keep making fun stuff together. We'll see you again, and goodbye.